how can we make it both a psychological thriller, an erotic thriller, and a slasher movie, and a giallo movie, and combine all these kind of elements into one thing.
She could just kill you right now if she wanted to. You
Yeah.
know, it's that thing. So for me, it was always dangerous. It was always walking that fine line.
This movie starts off with such an absolute bang that I was so on board from like minute one. Where did this idea come from?
I was thinking of this certain kind of film like Suspicion, Hitchcock's Suspicion, and Polanski's Repulsion, and those kind of titles for it. And so Compulsion like felt like that kind of vibe, and
Hmm.
that thriller, psychological thriller type thing. And then the origins of it were that I was talking to a distributor a while back who said that there was room in the marketplace for like those old style 80s 90s kind of erotic thrillers that we had quite a lot of back then that I absolutely loved, which is Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction and things like that, psychological thrillers. And I thought there hadn't been one of those for a while. So that's kind of where it originated from, was the idea of trying to write something like that. And then the more that I got into it, the more I kind of also started researching giallo films, because I was a big fan of Argento and some of his films that fall into that category. So I kind of steered it in that direction as well. It was like, how can we make it both a psychological thriller, an erotic thriller, and a slasher movie, and a giallo movie, and combine all these kind of elements into one thing.
I also want to talk to you a little bit about The Descent because this year marks the 20th anniversary of the film. I still remember seeing it in theaters for the first time, and to this day, it is one of my favorite theatrical experiences. Just, I cannot wait to see the new restoration.
It looks stunning. It looks absolutely stunning. I mean, I suppose technically, next year is the 20th anniversary in the US.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's splitting hairs, eyes. But
Well,
no, it looks amazing. The 4K restoration is beautiful. Pathé done an amazing job with it. It kind of looks better now than it ever did because they went back to the original negative and they've done it from that. So there's no picture loss whatsoever. It's fantastic.
so I assume that means you were involved with the 4K restoration itself.
Yeah, no, Pathé took me across to Paris to sign off on it, and we graded the whole film over there, and just it was great to be involved with the process.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's approved.
And I saw you talking about potential ideas for a prequel. Is that something you're looking at in a more serious manner? Or is that just like brainstorming?
It was just brainstorming. Somebody asked me what I would do for a sequel, and I just thought off the top of my head. I mean, it's not off the top of my head. It is something that I thought about over the years. That the story of the miners that went down first would be a great story to tell in that same world, and maybe jump between that and something else involving Sarah or something like that. Because I know Shauna would love to revisit that world for sure. So
Yeah, she's such a great actress.
anything's possible.
One, like the practical element, because everything, all the kills are done practically here. And how did you go about that? Because I feel like there's times where like you're expecting almost like CGI blood splash, and it all feels very in camera. Was that difficult to do?
Well, with the pre-planning, the most difficult thing that we found, and it's actually what happened on the last film that I did, where we get to a location and then somebody says you can't get any blood on the location. It's like if you've rented somebody's house, and it's like you can't put blood on the carpet or the walls or anywhere, and so we have to do CG there. With these locations, I insisted with the locations people. I said, look, we got to get places that we can put blood on the floor, so because it's going to happen, and we have to do it practically. So that was with every location we used; it was all practical. So there was always blood splashing around somewhere.
Well, and this is your first time making like an erotic thriller, which I love those kinds of films. I feel like we need more of them. Were there any unique challenges that you like weren't expecting once it actually once you were actually filming?
Well, I'd done kind of sex scenes and stuff before in Game of Thrones and Black Sails and stuff like that, so that wasn't particularly new. What I would say is that it's my first erotic thriller. I'll say it's going to be my last as well, because like doing those scenes is really, it's difficult. It's also incredibly kind of boring. It's like that thing. It's not sexy at all. It's very technical. It's like doing a dance sequence or a fight sequence. You have to choreograph it. Everybody has to know the moves,
Yeah.
and there's just it's really quite boring to shoot. So so I don't need to do. I've done it now. I've got it. I've made that movie. Don't need to do it again. But doing those things, and also on this film, it was like we worked with the actors. The main thing is to make the actors feel safe. That's it. They want to be in a safe environment. Especially now when we have intimacy coordinators and stuff like that. We asked all three of them at the beginning, did they want that? And they all unanimously said no, thank you. They've all done those kind of scenes before, so it wasn't something completely new to them. But their take on it was, having an intimacy coordinator there, it's just another person on set. It's just when they're trying to keep it to a bare minimum, it's like we don't want to add more people in.
No.
So they were fine. They trusted me, trusted the camera guys, and we had a locked off set.
When erotic thrillers are such a lost art form these days,
Yeah.
is it difficult to juggle the many different like tonal shifts that can occur between like the contrasting of sex and death of it all?
It felt like it was all morphed into one on this one. Especially for me, like my character, she's so dangerous. When you first see her, every scene, every interaction with her is so dangerous, and you never know which way she's gonna go. Even when the sex scenes or the intimate scenes, it's like for me when I'm playing her, she could just kill you right now if she wanted to.
Yeah.
It's that thing. So for me, it was always dangerous. It was always walking that fine line.
Diana is presented as a bit of a femme fatale. Did you know from the beginning that you'd be playing her, or were some of the other roles intriguing to you as well?
Yeah, like absolutely not. Like when we were writing it, I really liked the role of Evie and the detective. Actually, I think they were all great roles. And then when we finished it, I just fell in love with Diana and thought, oh my God, what a role to get my teeth into. How much fun I could have with this role. And I haven't played this kind of role before. Like there's so much to her. Kind of on the surface, you see one thing, but wow, there's a lot going on underneath.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.